Okay, this is an approximately 10-month-old female dog who has been selected as a service dog prospect. Had some questionable behavior, so I'm here to evaluate as a neutral party. So first observations, the dog is really insecure and nervous, failing the supervised separation. The trainer who's been working with her is behind the blind, and the dog's a little unnerved by that. Also unnerved by being on the back tie, so I'm just going to move this back a little bit. All right. So I'm just going to approach. She doesn't know me at all. I haven't met her yet. What's her name?
Portia.
Hey, Portia. Let me take my glasses off. Hi. So just very light pressure from approaching her. She's a little nervous, turned around, she's walking away. No interest in working with me. She's pretty nervous. Hey, Portia. I'm going to force the interaction just a little bit now. See if there's any difference. I usually wouldn't do this on a dog who's fearful. But we want to kind of see what her limits are. I'm not worried she's going to bite me. She's just nervous. Better if I have the leash. Hey, little mama. Still not looking at her. I mean, this is a lot of social pressure, but I don't want to stare at her. Hi, Mom. Still not looking at her since she's nervous. I'm going to look at her. Hi, Portia. A little more pressure. Hi. Good. She won't look at me. Good. All right, go ahead and return. Come back. Yeah. Oh, is that your trainer? Yeah. Yeah, we like her. Oh, she's so nervous she thought you left her. All right, go ahead and put her on leash. All right, let's evaluate her conformation. Let's see what she has. Put her right here and stand her facing that way a little bit. That's good. That way you're on camera. You're a little too far. Come back right over here. Is she intact or is she spayed?
Intact.
Intact? Okay, good. So see if she'll stand for you. Will she eat from you?
She's super nervous. She'll eat.
Super good jerky.
Here. Put some jerky. You're fine.
Do we know if the parents were health tested at all?
No health testing on parents. She's from Puppy Spot.
Okay, so no health testing. No, we don't know if we have congenital issues. She's fairly straight backed, which is good. I mean, that's a plus. She's a little cowhocked in the rear. Let her walk forward a little bit. But a lot of shepherds are. Walk her back this way. All right, now walk her straight. Come close to me and then walk her straight towards that bench. You can be on the opposite side so you can kind of walk.
My goodness, you're all over now.
Just walk her in heel position towards that bench so I can watch her walk in a straight line. As straight as you can.
Come on. Relax.
So typical crossover in the back when there's not a lot of, like, she's cowhocked in her rear ends crossing over. She is easty-westy slightly in the front. When she stops, her feet come out, so there may be some long-term rotation on that front end and that rear end that could break her down over time, so she may not have a super long career if she's used heavily. I honestly as a service dog prospect just for confirmation and temperament-wise. What would be her tasking?
She was supposed to be for mobility, but
Mobility, and
we've
how
already
tall
had.
is her owner?
She's already.
Oh, owner is a little bit taller than me.
So this dog would not be suited for mobility work. She's way too small for a 10-month-old shepherd. I would expect her to be really big. I have some 10-month-old shepherds I'm training now. They come up to about here on me, almost full-grown size, and of course they need to widen out a little bit, but she's way too small to do mobility work. If it's, you know, someone that's steady on their feet, picking things up, turning light switches off, maybe, but with her temperament, I don't think she would be sound in a distracting environment. At 10 months old, well, as you know, when we see this as puppies, we can see some fear stages as puppies develop, but they're really easy, good recovery time. This dog has poor recovery time at 10 months old. We know this is a temperament problem. If it came from not a reputable breeder, this is a dog who probably was bred for either money or, you know, just to produce shepherds instead of something that I would see out of some quality bloodlines. If she came from a quality breeder and had a temperament like this, they should offer a replacement puppy. So I don't know if that's an option for this gentleman, if he has a guarantee. There's some health issues that I would worry about for a shepherd. So in a minute, we'll, you guys have never met my shepherd. I'll bring him out. He's from a good quality breeder. He is a working dog, so he's going to have a lot more energy and a lot more animated. But you can see the difference in the structure and temperament-wise. He is 3 years old, but his temperament's solid and bomb-proof.
She initially passed her puppy eval at 4 months and then went into a fear stage and never recovered.
Yeah, and you see that with temperament. Sometimes, you know, you start to see the temperament change anywhere between 4 months is a little young, but maybe 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, all the way up to 10 months old. They can be perfect, and all of a sudden their temperament starts to change because most puppies are happy-go-lucky, and then you start to see their true temperament start to set in. And you know, dogs like this, if we identify it quickly through behavior modification, they can make great pets, but not service pets, not service dogs. So because they have a function that they have to do, and you know, working through this behavioral on top of trying to get the service work is just not feasible.
Yeah. This will be her third evaluation she's failed.
Yeah, well, and I don't know this dog. I haven't, you know, heard anything about her. I just know that I was supposed to evaluate her for service work. Immediately when she came out of the vehicle, I could already tell what we were dealing with. You know, when you've been doing this long enough, you can kind of get a read for a dog in a new environment and know exactly what the issues are. And they've been confirmed on just testing her. So we set up a camera immediately after she came to the park so that we could evaluate right away. And she has really poor recovery time. She recovered when I went to go touch her. I mean, not fully, but she was better. She wasn't so flighty and barky. But that's a lot of time to recover. Just really poor recovery time. So we are dealing with a temperament issue. I would put this dog in a wonderful pet home, or, you know, train her for pet obedience and work through these issues so she's not so worried in new environments, and then find him a suitable service dog. And I would highly suggest that this client allows you guys to pick the dog for him. If he's looking for a German Shepherd, I know some wonderful German Shepherd breeders that produce quality dogs that maybe weren't for working, but they'll be great for service work, and they come with health guarantees.
Awesome.
All right. All right, this is my dog, who is a German Shepherd bred from Grandma Haas Shepherds. He's never seen Maria. Good temperament, really nice, accepting of a new person. He's a little wild child, and that's fine. He's one of my competition dogs. But this breeder has produced some really nice service dogs for clients, and I trust them. I'm actually getting another puppy from them in a few weeks. But really neutral. And this dog does bite work, and he does no threat to Maria because it's all very structured. He doesn't really care that she's there. Good boy. Good. He's everything I would expect out of a shepherd if I'm not being too biased. Platz. Okay. No, we're trying to wait, trying not to do that. Platz. Pass off. Platz. 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 No. Right here. No. Right here.